Hi guys, welcome to my new video. We'll be discussing about the web technology. The topic is types of tables in web technology. Not only types of tables, we'll be discussing about the cascading styling sheets, what can be uh, edited using CSS for tables. We'll be discussing that also. So let's get into the topic. Firstly, we'll discuss about the types of tables. There are 7 types of tables: static tables, dynamic tables, responsive tables, data tables, cross-tab tables, nested tables, editable tables. So if we go to the static tables, these tables have fixed content and do not change dynamically. If we go to the example of static tables, uh, by seeing the above example, we can understand this code will display a table with 3 columns: product name, price, and description. The table has a header row with a green background color and white text, and a body with 3 rows of product information, each row containing the product name, price, and description. The table is styled with CSS to have a collapsed border and padding of 8 pixels for each cell and a horizontal line between each row. So it can be edited through the cascading styling sheet. So we'll go to the next type of table, dynamic tables. These tables are generated dynamically using programming languages such as JavaScript, PHP, or Python. If we go to the example of dynamic table, we can clearly see that there are no CSS properties we use in this dynamic tables because we use the JavaScript to build this dynamic table. This code will create a dynamic table using JavaScript that display product data from an array. The table has the same columns as the static table: product name and price, description. The table is dynamically generated using JavaScript with the product data defined in an array. The script creates the table header and body, populates the cell with data from the array using a loop. The price cell is formatted to display the dollar sign and 2 decimal places. This code will display the same table as a static table example, but the data can be changed dynamically by modifying the array in the JavaScript code. The responsive tables. These tables are designed to adapt to different screen sizes and users. Uh, if we discuss about the responsive, if the cursor move towards the table, that should react to the user like a hover button or any bubbling part should be displayed when the cursor is moved to the particular position. It is called response. So the table's responses to the user. So it's called the responsive table. So we can clearly see the table example. It contains CSS media queries that will adapt to the different screen sizes and devices. This is a major advantage in the responsive tables. So if we create a web page for in a mobile or any PC, it can be fixed to any type of device like tabs, laptops, personal computers, or any iOS software. So we should it is not needed to edit each and every time for each and every device to adjust with the screen size. So it will automatically adjust the uh, viewport by using the responsive tables. The table has the same columns as the static and dynamic tables: product name, price, and description. The CSS code includes a media query that applies styles to the table when the screen size is below 768 pixels. When the screen size is small, the table will be displayed as a block element with horizontal scrolling, and the table cells will be displayed as block elements. If we edited the code in the laptop or PC, if we changed the web page to the mobile device, mobile device, then the scroll buttons will be appear due to the uh, screen size of the mobile is rather small than the laptop. So we can use the scrolling bars to view the complete table, and the table cells will be displayed as block elements with a fixed height. This will make the table easier to read on small screens, such as smartphones and tablets. The table will revert back to its original style on larger screens. So we can't discuss each and every information about all the tables. So we will briefly discuss about the remaining tables. The data tables. These tables are specifically designed to handle large amounts of data, like student data in any university or college. So it contains large amount of data, like each and every branch have so set of 60 students, and there will be number of sections in that each branch. There will be a separate columns for admin section and teacher section. So it is hectic to maintain these tables using static. So we're using data tables. These tables are specifically designed to handle large amounts of data. Cross tab tables. These tables are used to present data in a grid format where data is displayed in rows and columns. Uh, these tables use grid structure. By dividing the grid structure, we can easily arrange any framework like images, text, or any nested table in the gridded boxes. After dividing the grid, after applying the grid system, a web page will be divided into 9 parts. We can decide how many parts we can make. So in those 9 parts, we can arrange the frameworks. Nested tables. These tables contain one or more tables nested inside another table. So we discussed the nested table previously in the cross table tables. So by using the cross tab tables, the nested tables can be formed. Uh, we can easily say that inside a table there will be another table. Like by using the row span or whole span, we can make the nested tables. Editable tables. These tables allow users to edit or update data directly within the table itself. Introduction to tables. We have discussed the types of tables. Now we will discuss about what table contains along with the code. Table cells. Each table cell is defined by a starting tag TD and closing with TD tag. TD refers to the table data. Everything between the TD and closing tag TD is called the content of the table. Table rows. Each table row starts with TR and ends with uh, closing TR tag. TR stands with table row. You can have as many rows as you like in a table. Just make sure that the number of cells are the same in each row. We can observe the example of using the table cells and table rows at, at a time. So this is the table tag. By without using this table tag, we can't form the table. This is the row tag. It will end here. This is a table data tag. By using this, we can enter the names or any consonants by using the table data. We can form another row here. So it will end after each and every row or column. So it will go to the table headers. TH stands for table heading. It starts with TH starting tag and closing with the TH closing tag. Table tags. So there are so many table tags. Like table, we have previously discussed about this table tag. It is a main tag, defines a table. TH defines a header cell in a table. TR defines a row in a table. TD defines a cell in a table. caption defines a table caption. Whole group specifies a group of one or more columns in a table for formatting. We can combine two or more columns by using whole group and apply the same property for each and every column, which are combined in that whole group. Call specify column properties for each column with a whole group element. T head groups with header content in the table. T body groups the body content in the table. T foot groups the footer content in the table. We won't use T foot as much because we won't use footer for every table. But heading will be the header of the table will be confirmed. Table CSS. In the CSS, there are so many properties like table borders. If we selectors. In selectors, there are so many properties like dotted, dashed, solid, double, group, ridge, inset, outset. We can change the selector with the table sizes. We can. There are two properties in sizes, width and height. But if you observe the example here, we have changed the width to 100%. So it will cover entire web page and as well as height 200 pixels. Here the height of the table will be 200 pixels. Table style HTML table with zebra stripes. If we want any extra styles like uh, editing each row with zebra color, we can use this code t row nth child even. Even means we are giving the even row a particular background color. This D6 denotes the sky blue color. HTML table vertical stripes. TD table data nth child even. Table header nth child even. We have represented these even columns because we are changing the uh, um, and by combining the above two types of stripes like horizontal and vertical, we can make this type of horizontal and vertical stripes by using the tr nth child and th nth child. Here we are uh, giving the color for even columns and even rows by mentioning the table row and table headers with the different background colors. We can change the color by using RGBA, or we can define the color code by seeing the colorcode.com. In that, so many types of colors will be available with the color codes. We can copy from them. So thank you.